I'm going to wait another minute and just give people a chance to get in. Final day. If anybody did not get a chance to join us on day 1 or day 2, the replays are going to be available inside Elevation. And everybody that registered for this little shindig is going to get access to Elevation today, right after we jam out. Okie dokie. Let me get my stuff in order here. And then we're going to dive in and get started. We are recording. Got that done. All right. Make sure that my Q&A, you can still see my Q&A over here. All right. If anybody, the chat is turned off. If anybody has a question or anything, post it in the Q&A. I'm going to try, I'll try to get to questions as they come in today because we have a little bit less to go through and we'll be talking throughout the session. So use the Q&A if you have anything. Otherwise, we'll wait until I get to the end of this and I'll have a Q&A at the end. So throw anything at me at that time. I'm going to start off where we kind of ended yesterday, which is the big picture stuff. And we actually did it in reverse order. We talked yesterday about monthly recurring revenue or upgrading to high ticket and about how the whole goal of these low ticket digital offers is to get people into our monthly recurring revenue or into our higher ticket programs, courses, whatever it may be that you're offering. We spent a lot of time talking about the importance of traffic. We talked about today being the golden age of internet marketing, that it's easier than ever to get people to see your message, right? To get your offer out in front of people. And what's amazing is we don't have to use paid ads. And I know that a lot of you that are starting out, a lot of people that are in Elevation, y'all are not at the point that you're ready to run ads. And I'm going to give you something that's even better than ads. And we've touched on it a little bit, but we're going to deep dive into it more today. And that is my social sales system. And I'm not going to completely go back into everything that we went through yesterday about how it works. But I am going to give you some examples. And then at the end of this, everybody is going to get my social sales system framework. Pretty much tells you exactly how to do it. I'm going to give you the AI prompts to create all your social content. Everything from the copy, like the words and stuff to say, as well as the creatives, the images, the stuff that people are going to see, right? All of that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're going to make it simple, super, super simple. All right. Now, the social sales system is literally the secret sauce to getting daily sales. It is the only thing, if you did nothing else from day one, this is all that you have to do. All right. Now, don't overcomplicate it. Please, for the love of all that's holy, do not overcomplicate this. Simple is profitable. Simple allows us to massively scale what I'm about to show you. Okay. And the time to start this today. Make a goal, start a spreadsheet and say, okay, day one, post, day two, post, right? Your goal is to start creating content and post content on a daily basis starting today. Why today? What is the best time to plant a tree? The Q&A is open if anybody wants to shout in. It's a ridiculous question, I know. You're asking, why are we talking about trees? What was a perfect time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. What's the second best time? Right now. Okay. It's the same thing with what we're going to be talking about today with the social sales system. The time is now. Get started now. I was late to the party, people. We talked about this yesterday. I should have been starting on my organic content like 4 or 5 years ago. But I didn't listen to everybody else. And I was like, you know what? I'm an ads guy. I've been doing ads since 1999. I know how to make ads work. They're profitable. Why do I ever want to create social content? Like, I don't give a shit about social media, right? And then I figured it out and saved tens of thousands of dollars that I otherwise would have spent on ads, just getting free leads and free sales through social media. I'm going to go ahead and give this to you all right now. I was going to save this to the end, but if anybody wants to start on this right now, I created a 7-day trial for you all, just for the people that are on this training. Okay. It's very simple. You go to getthefreetrial.com/trial. And you're going to get everything that we've went through in these 3 days, preloaded into your own Go High Level account, sub account. Okay. You're also going to get access to our private community, not Elevation, but our paid community, Scale Online Selling, where all of my coaching, my courses, my masterminds, everything is in there, plus everything that we're doing in the Digital Product Profit Lab is going to be available in there with all the AI prompts and all of that. You sign up for the free trial, and then it's $47 a month after the free trial, which is a ridiculous offer because if you did not get access to our masterminds, our trainings, our courses, and two weekly calls with me live on Zoom, you would pay Go High Level or High Level $97 to $297 a month just for their basic account that has nothing in it. That, as we talked about, it's a giant box of potential with nothing pre-built for you. Difficult to go. We'll go over this again at the end. Okay. The number one thing that I get, the pushback that I get when I encourage people to start creating content, and a lot of this was the stuff that was in my mind 4 or 5 years ago as well. I don't know what to say, right? What am I going to post about on social media? Let's go back to what we talked about yesterday. Just help people, right? Forget about being an influencer. Forget about doing like dances and pointing to stuff and all that bullshit on social media. It's silly. It doesn't work. It's not for what we're doing anyway. We're not trying to be influencers. What are we doing? We're helping people. That's it. All right. When I talk about don't overcomplicate this, every little step when it comes to the content, what do I say? Stuff that helps people answer their questions. All right. That whatever it is that you're offering, whether it's a service, a course, you're a consultant, whatever it is that you offer, people have questions about it. Your goal is to go on social media and create content that answers those questions. That is called goodwill content. All right. That's putting our best foot forward and providing little mini results to our marketplace, right? They have questions, answer their questions, and help them. How do you sell a, what is the best way to sell a guitar? The number one way to sell a guitar. Q&A is open. If anybody has any idea, what would be the number one way? The number one proven way to sell a guitar? Going once, going twice. Sold to the silly man in the hat. There you go. Jennifer got it right. Jennifer got it right. Jennifer said offer lessons. Absolutely. Teach people how to play the guitar. Right. That's how you're going to sell more guitars. What are we doing when we're teaching? Helping people. Right? That's what we're doing. What are we going to talk about? Tell them about our journey. How did I learn how to play a guitar? By the way, I don't know how to play a guitar. I'm just using this as a ridiculous example because when I use other ridiculous examples like how to juggle cats, people get angry. Anyway, how to your journey to playing a guitar, right? Talk about the obstacles. What were the obstacles that you faced when you were figuring out how to play the guitar, right? What was your aha moment? You can create content all about that aha moment that you had when it's like, oh, this is starting to make sense now, right? It's not what I thought it was, but this is what I figured out that it actually is, right? That's your aha moment. Keep it simple. Help people get the result they need. Answer the most common questions related to what you offer. And you can use ChatGPT to create that content, you know, like, and people love that type of content, by the way, like top 10 ways to do this, right? People love lists and top 10s, right? But you take each one of those. You don't have to do a top 10. You can just take each one of those top 10 questions that people have and create entire content, right? A lot of content around each question, one at a time. We talked about ChatGPT and now how AI can actually help you. But let me give you an even shorter cut. Who here is familiar with Answer the Public? Is anybody familiar with or used Answer the Public? I think Jennifer has. Okay. So while we're talking about AI tools, this is Answer the Public. And I went in here today and started a free account, plugged in right here, learn to play guitar. There are 6,600 searches every single month from people wanting to learn how to play the guitar or have questions about learning to play the guitar. Wow. Interesting. Cool. All right. And if we wanted to advertise, if we wanted to go to Google and advertise for learn to play guitar, we're going to pay about $4.28 for a click. That's not a lead, all right? That's a click to get them to go to our page. That's all that is. All right? Okay. Here's the 64 questions. It's even showing us what is the most searched. All right here. Right? All we had to do was go to Answer the Public to find out What are the questions that people are asking so that I can create content around it? People also ask from Google, how do I teach myself how to play guitar? What is the 1,000 hour rule for guitar? I didn't even know there was a 1,000 hour rule, right? Is guitar harder than piano? What is the 80-20 rule in guitar? What is the golden rule of guitar? 30 prepositions about learning to play a guitar. Like, this data is amazing. Like, there's nothing else that we need here but to go to answer the public and find out what content we need to create. The answers are right there. Now we just take those common questions, we put them on a little doc, we plug it into ChatGPT and say, I need to answer these questions, right? Now, hopefully you've already, programmed ChatGPT to understand, right, what your offer is, who you help, how you help them, right? Going over all the steps that we've been talking about, which is the digital offer creation prompt that I gave you guys. That's going to inform, create everything. Your fill in the blank sales page, right? ChatGPT is going to use your sales page to answer those questions along with your offer info, right? Now, you start creating your content. Here's how I did it when I first started out. Since implementing social sales system for my own stuff from like day one till the last time that we pulled a report, I got 2,963 leads. Now, we run ads here as well, obviously. And the average lead that we get on the low side, right? I'm talking about like our ads on YouTube and Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. It usually costs us between $3 to $6 per lead on average. So let's go with the low side. Let's go with the low side of $3 per lead. Okay. That's $8,899 to get those leads that it would have cost me with paid ads. So one of the most common questions that we get all the time, every day, is what's the minimum amount that I need to run paid ads? Can my ad campaigns be successful with $10 a day? Can I do it for $5 a day? Don't do it at all. Save the money, right? If you don't have a decent budget to put into ads, and by decent, I mean a minimum of probably around bare minimum $33 a day to $50 a day, do this first. And like we talked about yesterday, when you're creating this content, this organic content to use with the social sales system, you're going to find out what people respond to. You're going to find out what they like, right? Whatever post, whatever content is getting the most interactions, the most traction, that is what you use to create your paid ads when you're ready. That way you're not sitting there wondering, oh, what's my paid ad going to be? Exactly your best stuff that worked organically. Second most common question, but do they buy? Fuck yeah, they do. 250% higher on average than our lead generation campaigns. Why is it so different? Because we talked about this somewhat on day one, but the traditional lead generation is dead or dying. It's on its way out because people have realized that the money is made when a bond is formed with our community, with our marketplace. I'm going to say that again. The money is made when a bond is formed with our marketplace. What is the fastest way to create that bond? It's through conversations. It's through delivering something that helps them, that provides a result, and then you offer to help them even more. That is the magic behind the social sales system. You provide the goodwill content. You answer their questions. What's in their mind? You provide that content, and you end it the same way all the time, which is, if this was helpful and you want to learn more about XYZ, let me know in the comments. If this was interesting and helpful for you, this is a 30,000-foot view. If you'd like to see my doc where I do a real deep dive into this, put doc in the comments and I'll send it to you, right? They leave a comment. And now AI and automation takes over. We're not sitting inside Meta watching the conversations and replying each one. Like we would never be able to do that in any like real volume, right? We'd be completely bogged down and we'd be stuck because speed is important here. If I'm out at breakfast and someone leaves a comment, yeah, I'd love to hear more about this. Like, I'm not going to jump on my phone and be like, okay, well, go here. And okay, well, let me send you a DM. Go here. Like, no. You do it one time. You build out the perfect follow-up one time. And then you let AI and automation take over and deliver the message, like their comment, respond to the comment that says something like, hey, thanks for commenting. Check your DMs. I just sent you something. If it's on Instagram, if it's on Facebook, I just sent you a message. Go to your messenger. I just sent you something. And that's the starting of that conversation. The number one hardest thing to get is attention today. And this goes back to why lead generation is so damn difficult today. People are distracted. We need to be where our prospects are and talk about what they're interested in. Be where they are, right? My prospects are not sitting on Google search every day, typing in Google Ads agency. Help me with my lead funnel, right? That's not where they are. That's where they go sometimes to find an answer to something, find something. But that's not where they spend their time. People are on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're in Messenger. We're watching YouTube videos, right? That's where people are. That's where you have to get in front of them. And immediately start the conversation. Speed is important here, folks. It's very important. We go from engagement, which is a comment, right, to starting the conversation within less than a minute. is how long it takes the AI and the automation to do this. Like literally less than a minute. They leave a comment and now we're in their inbox. All right. Who wants to see some of the most ridiculously stupid, simple posts that got me the almost 3,000 free leads from social media using the social sales system? It's almost embarrassing how stupid, ridiculous my posts are. Okay. And this is way back actually when we first started trialing this. And by the way, when I first started trialing this, like I used a brand new Instagram account that had like nobody in it because I wanted to see like, does this work from day one? Right? Because everybody's all like followers, followers, followers. Followers don't mean shit. Sorry, it just doesn't. We talked about it yesterday. If you weren't here on yesterday's, please watch the replay because we really talk a lot about the way, then the reason why Meta will spread your content out to strangers, which is what we need them to do. We don't need followers to see our shit. We need strangers to see our shit. Okay, so please go back and watch that. Stupid, simple social posts. I literally typed this out in Messenger and then took a screenshot of it on my phone and posted it, which, by the way, we've been testing this for a while now, not just with like our stuff, but for a lot of our clients, right? In our social media management. And this stuff is really working good. Here's another stupid simple. You know what this is? This is my memos. That's all it is. I wrote out some stuff and again, took a screenshot of it and posted it. I'm not dancing on camera. I'm not doing any of that shit, right? Why does this stand out to people? Because you don't usually see it, right? Now, in the time since I started doing this, you're going to see more and more. There's a lot of people that have started doing this type of stuff. But a year ago, people weren't doing this. And how did I figure it out? I was like, what is the easiest way for me to just get on my phone and create content? All right, well, I can text someone with something, write a messenger to somebody, right? I get questions all the time from clients. I can just snapshot that stuff. Here's a really stupid one that got a lot of traction, and I have no idea why. I actually did this in Canva. I just loaded like a ridiculous picture of myself and then just put that and hey, if you want more customers. But then everything was in the copy, right? Like when you kind of make it open-ended, like literally like you don't even have to tell people what to do, and you just make a post that's completely open-ended. They'll click on the little read more and read the copy. Here's an interesting post that I wrote that went along with stupid simple images. And it's telling a real story about a dude that got around 40,000 subscribers using a business podcast. That's all that this is. I'm telling this story about someone else's experience and how it scaled and how did I end it right here. If you want free access to my private group, Elevation, where I drop all kinds of marketing and sales strategies, let me know in the comments. My automation thingy will send it to you. Always end with a clear CTA, just like that. And by the way, it doesn't have to be that elaborate. Want to learn more about, was this helpful and you want to learn more? Let me know in the comments. That's all it needs to be. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it because we did the difficult stuff. We did the techie stuff in the background. Okay. When you get access to our system, or if you have access now, you go in and by the way, if you don't have the social sales system automation in your system, it's because it wasn't preloaded at the time that you signed up. And if you need it loaded into your account, let us know so that we can load it up for you. Here's how it starts out. We give it a few variations on how to reply because we don't want every single reply to a comment to always say the same thing. We want to avoid making it look like automation, right? We don't want to sound like AI and we don't want it to look like automation. We want to make this feel as personalized as we possibly can. And I probably should have created 6 or 8 different variations, but we're just giving them instruction. It's tell them what to do next, right? That's always what we're doing in internet marketing, because nobody does what you want them to do, right? Like right off the bat. You tell them what to do next. Thanks, check your DM. I sent you a DM. I hope you enjoyed it. Just sent you a DM with info, smiley face. Check your messages. Automation thingy sent it. That's it. That's it. Then you follow up, which by the way is all built into the system as well. Hey, did you like that thing I sent you for free? If you really, if so, you're really going to love this. Get a result in blah, blah, blah with blah, blah, blah. Check it out here and put your link in there. And then, by the way, the system knows when they click that link and they go and check out the thing that you told them to go check out. So that you can do what? After you know that they did that, you follow up again and tell them what to do next. Always telling them what to do next. In the pre-populated replay messages, does it reply as a round robin? Yes, Jennifer, it does. Yes, it's completely, I wouldn't call it a round robin. It's more grabbing because it doesn't go like this one, then this one, then this one. It just randomly chooses one that's never the one that it used right before. So it's not quite a round robin, but something like that. Yes, it randomizes which one to use. And the more that you're going to be posting, the more variations you should create of these. I'm probably a little bit more particular because it's important to me that I, not always have stuff that look like automation and AI, even though that's what I'm doing all the time, right? So and by the way, this framework is available in Elevation. We're sending it to everybody. This will be included in the Digital Product Profit Lab course that everybody's going to get access to that was on this. Stupid, stupid, simple. Any other questions about the social sales system? And then I'm going to quickly jump into the upgrade funnel. How to do it. Again, I'm just going to recap again to keep everybody simple. Keep everything simple for everybody. Our $9, $27, $17, whatever it is, our digital offers. the goal, right? It's not just to get daily sales. We love the daily sales. It's awesome. It pays for ads if we're doing ads, right? But the goal, as Dan Kennedy said, the purpose of a sale is to get a customer. What do customers do? They buy. They're the easiest prospects for us to sell to are our existing customer base, right? So we create irresistible offers that are low ticket to attract our ideal prospects and fill our pipeline with actual buyers, people that we can then offer more stuff. What do we all like to do? Like, we all like to buy stuff, right? Like, it's just human nature. We love to buy stuff. We hate to be sold. So you bring them into your pipeline. Why do I love memberships so much? Because it is the ultimately a comfortable space where people like to buy more shit. Everybody that we worked with that's on the coaching course creating, all of our creators, right? I've been emphasizing this for the last year or more. Stop selling courses. I don't care if you had a really successful launch with a $297 course that did $160,000 in 3 days. Move to the framework of a membership, because you're not starting from zero every single month. You have a fantastic launch. Okay, great. You made money in your launch. Awesome. But now, next month, you start from zero and you have to do it all over again. Sell, 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 sell. I don't know about you all, but I don't like to swim upstream. I'd rather make things easier. I'd rather coast. That's what I'd like to do. And I like to keep things super simple, because if I can spend 30 minutes and get a B rather than spend 3 days to get an A, I'm the one that gets the B. Okay. Honestly, I'm the one that gets the C, but still, you get my point. Okay. The upgrade funnel, right? This is our ultimate goal, is all of our digital offers, right? And if you love creating digital offers, create all that you want, right? You don't have to have just one low ticket that's driving to your monthly recurring. I've got some people that have created like 20 different offers, all related to their paid program, to their paid membership. Right? You can be as creative with all of this as you want. And by the way, as you're creating content, right? Like, take examples from what I'm doing myself, right? Today's live will be a low ticket offer in a few weeks. I don't even have to think about it. All I have to do is create a quick sales page that outlines what was taught. Here's what you're going to learn. Here's the 7 most important things you're going to learn in this 60-minute intimate recording that you can get access to right now for $7, $6, $3, whatever it may be, right? I've already done the work. I just slap the offer up, get traffic to it, and then what do? They buy it. They go to the page that contains the video, and there's a button down below it that points to take them here, which is the MRR. And by the way, you can copy my exact funnels. Don't copy the words and stuff, please. Like, you'd be surprised. You can copy the framework of all of my funnels, right? Everything that I build for our use, we eventually turn it into a template for all of you. So that you can just change the words and stuff, but everything is like dialed in for you. That's it. Here's what my MRR page looks like. And there's not much more to it. It's literally the big call out, right? The result they're going to get, and a VSL, a video sales letter. Down below that is a button to get started. And here's the framework for what to say, right? Hey, congrats on your investment. This is going to help you to achieve blah, 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 whatever it may be. And on this page, I'm going to share something with you that is really going to help you to get XYZ results in X amount of time. I'm going to share examples of some results that I got myself. Here's a big challenge about how people, what the challenges that people face in getting these results. Here's how I overcame those challenges and those obstacles to reach this goal. Below is an invitation to join. Most people get results in this amount of days, right? Super, super simple. Keep it very simple. How much are you going to charge for your membership program? Well, what I've seen is $17 to $297 a month works fantastic. And everything in between. If you're just starting out and you just want to get as many people into your program, into your membership as possible, you start with the lowest amount that you can because you can always raise it later. It's not a big deal. And some of us have like this tendency to build way more memberships than we can possibly manage on our own. And everybody on my team hates that I love to build memberships, but it's how it is. I have a free membership. That anybody can get into. I have a membership that is specifically for people that just bought low ticket products and now they get entrance into that community. That's the one that you all are going to get access to at the end of today. It's called Elevation. And we have Scale Online Selling. That's for everybody that is in our coaching and get our software, white labeled, high level, called Growth Builders. That comes free with our membership. Then we have Scale with Aaron, which is more for ad agencies, social media management companies, where we talk about agency stuff, getting clients, doing stuff like that. It's $397 a month. I run the entire gauntlet from free to $397 a month. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll start like an ultra high $1,000 a month community. Maybe. But it is literally that simple. And why do I emphasize and push so much about the social sales system? Because it works. Trying to get back to my results here. Where did I put it here? Here we go. As of, I think, probably a week ago, whenever we did these slides, 2,963 leads as just a result of creating content for social media that brought in conversations that turned into leads and sales. In those conversations, right? All that we have to do is ask them, hey, what's your email address? And I'll send you XYZ. They type in their email address, and guess what? It's zapped into your CRM in high level. It's like magic. I can't even tell you how it happens. It's some voodoo shit. I don't know. They put in their phone number in Messenger, and now it's in your CRM. I'd be scared of it if it wasn't so freaking cool. But it's amazing. Okay. Questions, comments. I want to know who here is going to implement the social sales system and use my prompts to create everything. Those that do are going to get something super, super sweet. And I can't say exactly what it is. I cannot say exactly what it is, but it's going to be super, super sweet. All right. So here's the plan. All right. Anybody that uses a social sales system, implements it, right? And creates 7 days worth of content that gets posted. I want you to create a post in the community. And I don't care if it's elevation or if it's scale online selling or if it's scale with Aaron, whatever community you're a member of, I want you to post your results after 7 days of posting on social media. Tell me how many conversations got started. Show me screenshots, right? Take a screenshot of your content. Let me see it. Post it in the group. And after you do so, I will give you something super, super sweet. And I'm not going to tell everybody what it is. But if you want to post after about what I gave you, that's perfectly fine. Feel free. And okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, gals. Yes. And it's only for the first 3 people to post about it. This is not going to be an ongoing thing. So do let me know. Post about it and it'll be something cool. It'll be something fun. Yeah. And by the way, it'll be something that's like, it's not something that I even offer to the general public. So nobody knows about it. It's going to be like a giant mystery box. You don't know. Not a literal mystery box. Like I'm not going to send you like a mystery box. You're like scared to open it and everything. Although that would be kind of cool. Actually, that's an idea for like one of our next live trainings is if you do XYZ, I will literally send you a mystery box and then you got to like film yourself opening it. It's going to be something ridiculous and probably inappropriate, but hilarious nonetheless. And everybody's giving me the thumbs down in this room. Don't do it, Aaron. Okay. All right. Well, we're probably going to do it, but it'll be after the team approves everything. All right. Super awesome. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate you too. Wish you could stay. Okay, yes. Next, thank you, Tiffany. Our next training. It's going to be something, it's going to be very familiar to all of you because you're on it right now. The next training is selling one to many. And it's going to come with an entire snapshot of everything that you need to do exactly what I just did this week, which is create a webinar. So if any of you are thinking that you'd like to run your own webinar, everything from the opt-in page, all the tech behind the scenes that gets opt-ins into your webinar, everything is going to be built out. The entire webinar funnel, the automations that make it run, and the follow-up or after, and we're going to give you slides. And by the way, the slides that we're going to give you all, they're not the slides that I use, okay? Secret stuff here. I do my own slides. And these are not the professional slides that our team builds out for other people because I just like to do my own thing. Okay. Yeah, someone's asking about the one-on-one consult. Yes, I do. Only 2 groups, right? It's not an elevation. But if you're a member of Scale Online Selling, you can get a monthly one-on-one consult with me. And it's just us on Zoom. So you can share your screen. We can look at your funnel. We can look at your automations. We can look at your follow-up sequences, whatever you want to look at in there. And by the way, it doesn't have to be funnel related. All right. Daniel and his son, we just had a meeting yesterday and we didn't even talk funnels. We just talked their business in general, right? Where they are and where they want to go. That's it. So it's completely up to you. The monthly consult is a chance to hop on Zoom, pick my brain, and as long as it's stuff that I know about, then I'll help you. I can't help you with relationship advice. That's the one, one of many things I can't help you with. So yes, Jennifer, I want to get this right. If it's in the right place, I hope it is. In the community in Scale Online Selling, there should be a link in the, not the about section, but right on the right-hand side where the links are shown for get a monthly consult. And then it'll take you directly to into my calendar. Scale with Aaron is not, we have more intimate calls and there's a lot more one-on-one stuff in there. And yeah, so the Slack channel is only people that are in Scale with Aaron. So if anybody here is interested in joining Scale with Aaron, and I'm not trying to pitch it, like if you're not an ad agency, an aspiring ad agency, social media management company, or something of that nature, but if you're out there looking for clients, that is more what Scale with Aaron is for. And there's also a lot more done for you components where we actually build people's funnel, or my team builds funnels, builds follow-up sequences, does a lot of that kind of stuff for our clients in there. It's $397 a month, and you get access to our Slack channel where you can ask us questions all day, every day. Best time to ask in the channel is 3 o'clock in the morning, and use a little buzzer button to wake up Tiffany. Okay. Don't do that. None of that's true. But yeah, and I'm going to be you've been so active in these lives, Jennifer, that I'm going to send you a message and make sure that you book something on my calendar, because I would like to take a look at where you're at and how we can speed up the process for you to get going. Even if we have to get in there and build something ourselves for you, we will get her done. Yeah, and that's the look, y'all. That's that's where really all of the value is with our program. Okay. Like I said before, high level is like today, it's the greatest marketing platform that you can use, right? And that's coming from a longtime fanboy of ClickFunnels. Fucking loved ClickFunnels. All right. Still have an account with ClickFunnels. Use it for over 10 years, well over 10 years. But it has its drawbacks. It has very obvious drawbacks. It is not user friendly. It's not easy to figure out, right? It's way too complicated, and it is that giant empty box of potential, and their templates suck. Their pre-built automations suck. Like, so that is the value of growth builders, is we streamline that and we give you stuff that actually works and that's pre-built. And then we give you the training and the walkthroughs to actually turn everything on and make it work. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, we are going to put a cork in it for today. We're going to end day 3. And like I said, our next training, and I invite everybody to join the next one, it's going to be super, super cool, is the webinar. Who is the money behind, or names behind GHL? So it's actually a couple of guys behind GHL, but it's Sean Clark and I can't think of his name right now. I think there's like 3 founding members of High Level. And and by the way, too, like when people like, why is High Level complicated and like not friendly to it? It was built by agency owners for agencies. You know, that's the easiest way to put it, is High Level is built for those of us that are willing to partner and white label and make it user friendly for the end user. High Level in itself, it was never intended for the end user. It was never intended to compete with ClickFunnels as far as the end user. You know, I mean, and my gosh, if you're a local business, like if you're a roofer or something like that, you're never going to figure out High Level. Like, you're just not. You'd have to hire somebody in-house that actually knows the stuff. And then that's just a whole bag of expenses and headaches and trouble that, you know, it's just not right. You know, it's just not right for those people. You know, but there are white labeled versions of High Level that are dedicated to like local industries. Like there's some that are just geared for roofers. Like if you're a roofer, there's this one company that's has white labeled high level that will make it absolutely perfect for your business and seamless. And you sign up and voila, you've got everything that you need. That's who it's for at the end of the day. At its core, high level is for agencies, built by agencies for agencies. But it's amazing and it's great stuff. But yes, next training is going to be all about creating webinar funnels, automating your webinars, and I'm going to show you how you create, whether it be a challenge webinar, a challenge funnel, a one-day webinar, whatever it may be, right? But I encourage everybody, do your webinars, do them live. Do them live like at least 5, 6, 7 times before you turn it into an evergreen funnel. You want to take your best lives, right? The recordings of your best lives, and then evergreen them. And then you create your next funnel, which is your evergreen webinar, where it's like they get instant access to my training on, right? We might call these like on-demand classes, on-demand webinar, right? You do those after you do the lives a handful of times. That way you've got the best recordings to use and all of that. And we give you the slide decks, we give you the funnels, we give you the follow-up content, all of that. And we're going to go through step by step how to do it in our next training. And hopefully everybody that joined this one will join that one. And yes, so we are it's going to be open to everybody, not just those that are in our paid communities. I think a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing coming up here is going to be broadcast to everybody. I don't know why my camera went blurry there for a second. That was weird. Okay. Appreciate you all. Again, I thank everybody for giving me some time on a Saturday to pop in and hear me talk about getting customers. It's been awesome doing this for y'all. Want to do more of these, so please join our next challenge, our next webinar. If you have any questions or need anything, reach out inside the communities. Those of you who are not in Elevation, well, you will be before the end of the day. So post in there and then also let me know. Post your experience doing the social sales system. All right. Peace out. Love you all. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next live.